I'm a product of this institute. I was, I think it went back in the late 90s. I used to occupy the chair of this institute. Right in the corner there, making some mischief. Knowing very little, I'm oblivious of the fact that one stage in my life I would also be expected to be responsible. Right, I'm to present to you the experiences of Harare metropolitan problem in terms of regularization. As I indicated earlier, regularization, much of regularization is about taking place in the metropolitan province in Harare. And as you are all aware, there are a lot of informal settlements within the area of Harare metropolitan province. Right. Let me bring you up to speed with the province itself, the geographical context. This metropolitan province is made up of 3 urban jurisdictions. We have the city of Harare, we have Chitumisa, we have Airport. Some of you might ask where is Rua in this matter, but Rua, according to the latest delimitation report, it was incorporated into Mashona and East. Unfortunately for us, but we are still trying to fight maybe for a reversal of that. But it may not be possible in the term. Right, these are the around Harare is metropolitan province is surrounded or is contiguous to 3 provinces. We have Mashona in the center, in the north, we have Mashona in the west, then Mashona in the east, occupying the east and southern areas. And we may also want to know some facts about this metropolitan province. It is one of the 10 administrative provinces in Zimbabwe, and it incorporates, like I indicated, the city of Harare, and the airport local board. It occupies an area of 1,056 square kilometers, it has 80 districts and 87 wards, but these have since changed since the delimitation. The population, according to the 2022 census, it stood at 2 million, or roughly 2.5. And it is the highest provincial population in Zimbabwe, which constitutes about 60% of the national population. And it is the highest population density of 2.2 persons per, sorry, 2,298 persons per square kilometer. That's quite something. I think we'll discuss that later. Then the city area is occupying about 200 hectares, excluding the downtowns. Then the GDP, it contributes about a third of the national GDP, and it's actually the main economic hub of Zimbabwe, which as a province becomes the pulse of the nation. Then the definition of terms, I'm going to be talking about, you're going to hear me talking about dysfunctional settlements, informal settlements, and regularization. Right, dysfunctional means something that is not functioning well. In the context of regularization, it's settlements without basic services for decent habitation. And then informality, we are looking at areas where groups of housing units have been constructed and rented that occupants have no level playing. And the regularization, we want to formalize all these 2 components of law, regulations, and regulation. Then the national roadmap, where is all this regularization coming from? In February 2021, I think we are all aware that there is actually a cabinet committee that was set up in 2021 to oversee the regularization program. After government has observed that there were a lot of settlements, I mean, there was a proliferation of settlements, informal settlements, within and outside Harare. And also, it also followed the flooding that occurred in 2021. And this committee, going by the moniker, enhanced the cabinet committee on emergency preparedness and disaster management, which is chaired by the Vice President. And it also sought to address the issues of settlements development on inappropriate sites such as wetlands and flood-prone areas. I think you must have heard about the Budiviro case, which is a flooding in some areas within CPT think we are aware that due to climate change, there are some phenomena that's happening now which we never experienced before. Also looking at infrastructure services, people always say infrastructure services, road, rail, airport, water, sewer, and power lines, under power lines. The main plan is example for recreational and institutional purposes. If you go to Harare South, you go to most of these informal settlements, rarely do you find any social amenities there. Whether it was planned or not, when plans were provided or approved, you find these social amenity states were parceled out, subdivided for residential purposes. Then land is reserved for other non-residential uses. Then the national program action matrix, this cabinet committee came up with an action matrix which was phased, starting with those relocation of families settled dangerously on flood-prone areas, and then followed by relocation of families irregularly settled on many suitable development. That's the exercise that we are embarking on now. Then this cabinet committee directed all projects implement action matrix through interministerial task teams, of which our ministry is one of them. Program context, in terms of policy and legislation, we have the constitution of, we are guided by provisions, some provisions of the constitution of Zimbabwe, Vision 2030, National Development Strategy 1, Sustainable Development Goals, particularly goal number 11, National Human Settlement Policy, the Regional Town and Country Planning Act, especially Section 27, which talks about regularization. Then the Urban Councils Act about administration, who is responsible for implementing these regularization programs. Then the Environmental Management Act. There are also other acts that also guide in terms of regularization. We have ministries or departments that administer certain acts, like, for example, the Electricity Act, where people are settled under power lines. Then the Electricity Act, provisions of that act will be invoked to apply or to guide on how to proceed. We also have the act like the Civil Aviation Act, which also talks about restrictions against development within certain zones around airports. So those are some of them, but I just mentioned this one just for purpose. Then the state of affairs in Harare. Several pieces of state land and municipal land have been legally passed out by unscrupulous individuals, syndicates, literally called the land barons. And you may want to ask why only state land and municipal, why not also private? You know, these land barons are very cunning. They know that on private land, they can actually be checked out. They can quickly go to court and serve notices and then eviction orders through the message of court. But the state and the municipalities and local authorities seem to have kid gloves. I think they are also sensitive to the plight of those that are settled. Because some of them, most of them are poor. In buffers, open space, wetlands, ecological sensitive areas, infrastructure services that I also referred to previously, they've been subdivided, sold for personal gain in the developed world. This, in most cases, has given rise to images of dysfunctional and informal settlements that led to basic municipal services and actually due to allocation irregularities and ownership conflicts. Most of these squabbles, land ownership squabbles, they are happening in those areas because some of these land barons, they are greedy. They don't care what happens. They can actually sell an estate to several a little more than 50s. Cases of illegal employment, like I indicated here, Harare, I think most of the settlements that you see that are pending to be bounded with Harare, most of these, some of them are informal, some of them have been created by local authorities that are adjacent or neighbors to Harare. For example, Marsh West, you have the park and others. You also have the former settlements in Caledonia. Why should we be talking about Caledonia, which is outside the province, when we are a metro? The reason, the reason is that as a province, we also have interest in what's happening on our boundaries. It's very important because sooner or later those settlements will be incorporated into the city of Harare. And if they are messed up, it means that we are adopting or taking over heavy responsibilities, implying that the taxpayers' money, those taxpayers in Harare, those monies will be used to upgrade those settlements. So we've got, I think, very particular interest in what is happening around Harare. We also have Solomi in Rua. I think some of you may know this. It's in Rua. It's actually semi-planned, but due to lack of enforcement, I think there are a lot of things that are happening in terms of this problem of the settlement and also infuse within the settlements. We also have the Zico, down south, it used to be communal land, but the whole stretch from Chitumiza, you cannot even tell the boundary between Chitumiza and the communal land or Miami district. All that up to, and it's now getting to 10 miles. It's so serious that something has to be done urgently. What's happening is that those, particularly the village, have traditional leaders. So they say, actually, some of them are infiltrating these legalities. But it's something which is a matter of concern to Harare because, as I indicated, those areas will be incorporated in the future, maybe come the next delimitation. Then also the area around the airport, the civil aviation authority zone. As we are aware, the civil aviation authority regulates any developments within an area around